Hey there. Get ready for a deep dive into a world you might not expect to be fascinating. Dental practice management software.
Okay.
We're taking a look at GoDento, and their marketing material practically promises a digital revolution in dentistry.
Well, color me intrigued. I've certainly seen my share of software solutions, but GoDento is a new one for me.
Right.
It'll be interesting to unpack their claims together and see if they're truly groundbreaking or just really good at marketing.
They're definitely going for that cutting edge vibe.
Yeah.
Cloud-based, of course, no clunky installations. They've got smart scheduling that's supposed to juggle appointments like a pro, online booking so patients can schedule themselves. They even handle X-ray storage and viewing all within their system.
That's a lot to handle for any software. And you're right, plenty of companies promise the moon. What caught my eye, though, was how GoDento emphasizes its SMS communication tools. They almost make it sound like the key to a thriving practice. They even claim to use data to automate targeted marketing campaigns.
It's definitely a bold claim.
It is.
Now, I'm no marketing guru, but claiming your software can just begin dental marketing after gathering enough data is a bit unnerving, wouldn't you say? Especially in an age where data privacy is such a hot topic.
Yeah, it's a valid concern. On one hand, think about how effective even simple appointment reminders through text can be. This brochure cites a 99% open rate for SMS messages, which dwarfs email.
Wow.
For busy practices, that kind of direct line to patients could be invaluable, not just for reminders, but for follow-ups or quick feedback.
I can see the appeal.
Mm-hmm.
But picturing a patient getting a text out of the blue saying, hey, time for that crown replacement, our algorithm says so, just feels a tad presumptive.
That's putting it mildly. This is where transparency is key.
Yeah.
Practices would absolutely need to understand exactly how GoDento is using patient data for these marketing campaigns and ensure it's not just ethical, but something their patients would be comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And speaking of patient experience, GoDento highlights their barcode card check-in system. It sounds efficient, but is it bordering on impersonal?
That's an excellent question. It could really go either way, right?
Yeah.
For a large practice, streamlining that check-in process could make a world of difference in efficiency. But in a smaller practice that prides itself on personal relationships, it might feel cold and unnecessary.
Yeah, it brings up a good point we should consider with all these features.
Yeah.
Just because technology allows you to do something doesn't mean it's always the right move for every practice.
Precisely. Every practice has its own style, size, and patient base. Evaluating whether a feature truly aligns with those needs, not just the novelty factor, is crucial. And speaking of features, GoDento boasts about their first-of-its-kind warehouse management system for dental practices. Apparently, it tracks everything from top-selling materials to cost per doctor.
Now that's interesting. Inventory management can be a real pain point for dental practices, especially if they have multiple locations or complex supply chains.
Yeah.
If GoDento actually delivers on real-time tracking and cost analysis, it could be a game changer for efficiency and cost savings.
It's like having a super efficient digital inventory manager working around the clock. But as always, the devil is in the details.
Right.
Is the interface user-friendly? Is the data accurate and reliable? Those are make or break factors.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about the human element. Implementation and support are crucial for any new system.
Right.
Switching over can be disruptive, so practices would need to be sure GoDento provides adequate training and ongoing assistance for a smooth transition.
Yeah.
The last thing you want is your entire practice at a standstill because no one knows how to schedule an appointment or order more composite.
Exactly. And speaking of crucial elements, we can't overlook data security. Dental practices handle incredibly sensitive patient information, so robust security measures are non-negotiable. GoDento mentions GDPR compliance, which ensures they meet strict European Union data protection standards. Okay.
A good sign, but it's still essential to scrutinize their overall security protocols.
Data breaches are a nightmare for any business, but especially in healthcare, where trust is paramount. You definitely don't want to gamble with that.
For sure.
We've covered a lot of ground here, from scheduling and communication to marketing and even inventory management. GoDento seems to be aiming for a complete overhaul of how dental practices operate. What's your overall impression of this so-called new generation software?
Well, they're certainly ambitious. They've put together a comprehensive suite of features that, on paper, address a lot of the challenges dental practices face. It all sounds incredibly appealing. But as with any tech solution, the real test is in the execution. How user-friendly is it in everyday practice? How good is their support when things inevitably go wrong? And how about the long-term viability of the company itself? Those are all crucial factors to consider.
Precisely. It's like that old saying, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Or in this case, the proof of GoDento is in a smoothly running practice, happy staff, and of course, satisfied patients.
Couldn't agree more. It's so important for practices to look beyond the marketing hype, do their due diligence, and really assess if GoDento truly fits their specific needs and workflows. Talking to other dentists using the software, scheduling demos, and getting a feel for the company's culture, those are all crucial steps.
Absolutely. And perhaps a dose of healthy skepticism is always wise when it comes to handing over your practice's sensitive data and ultimately your patient's trust to any new system.
That's a powerful thought to leave us with. Would you feel comfortable entrusting your dental practice and all that sensitive patient data to a system like GoDento? It's a question worth pondering. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive into the world of dental practice management software. Until next time, stay curious.